Hey people, how's it going? Well, we talked to all the NPCs that we can get stuff from. Should we talk with Aaron Gend again? Well, we'll do that in a second, but we're going to go into Chapter 4, the last chapter, and it's supposed to be really, really short. So, this might be done before 200 videos. Or 175 videos. Anyway, there's probably going to be a cutscene after I talk with Aaron Gend and get going. You probably won't see the movie, but you will hear the voiceover, because I don't know why, but that just happens. But I'm sure if you look up on YouTube, you can find like Neverwinter Nights Chapter 4 cutscene or something like that. Anyway, so let's get going.
I have just received the latest reports from the battlefield, and things are grim. The walls of Neverwinter have been breached.
Oh shit!
And the Lord's Alliance has retreated to Castle Never under the onslaught.
Uh-oh.
Erebeth, with her intimate knowledge of our strategies, crushes our forces in every encounter. Half the city is under the control of her Luskan forces. And what of your mission? Have you found the success our troops have not?
I got the last word of power right here.
Finally, some good news. And not a moment too soon. Even now, I am preparing to leave for Castle Neverwinter to help ensure the words I sent there for safekeeping are not captured by Erebeth.
Well, if she got him, I'll just beat her ass.
I might as well open my coffers to you before we go. The money was meant to fund the defense of the city, and you seem to have done more for that cause than anyone else.
That's right.
Better I give the funds to you than let the Luskan forces loot them. Take this reward of 5,000 gold coins,
Ooh!
along with my thanks. And know that whatever awaits us, I am glad that we will face it together.
Hell yeah. Let's go save Neverwinter, honey.
Time grows short. We must return to Castle Never to defend its walls and the words of power within from Erebeth and Malcolm. We will leave right now if you are ready.
Let's go, honey bear. Let's go.
I only hope we are not too late.
We won't be. Enjoy the voiceovers.
The words of power, the tools of a creator race. Hadriline spoke of them as though they could shape worlds, and perhaps they had. With these in hand, victory would not be far behind, or so it was thought. While Aaron Gend searched for the ancient relics, Morgrim's army pressed their attacks against Neverwinter. Their dark magics and sheer numbers soon overwhelmed the defenders. The betrayer, Erebeth, was at the forefront when the walls were breached. The words of power, once thought safe within Castle Never, were in danger of falling to the enemy. And behind the invasion, an even greater evil, Morag, Queen of the Old Ones, had awoken.
Well. It's like, we're gonna jump right into shit? Alright, well. Grimna's here. Lord Nasher's here. Aaron Gend's here. Now, what I've read from the walkthroughs is we won't have, an NPC to join us. But why is Grimna here? Anyway, you know what I gotta do. Chapter 4, let's make our save. Well, Aaron Gend or Lord Nasher? Let's talk to the honey bear.
You must speak with Lord Nasher first. Once you have spoken with him, you may return and speak to me.
Sir, yes, sir.
We meet again. As you know, I am Nasher Alagonda, Lord of Neverwinter. I was once an adventurer like you, though that was long ago.
Yeah, I seen the intro movie.
Aaron Gend tells me you have done much in the defense of our city. For this I thank you, though I fear it was all in vain.
You know, if you got a belt of, like, frost giant strength, that would be all I need.
Erebeth knows our defenses too well. We could not stand against her forces. The enemy has breached our walls. All is lost.
Do not give up hope, my lord. We still have the words of power after all.
And what good has that done, Aaron? We have no way to use them. Whatever magic is locked within those stone tablets is of no use to us.
Perhaps Hadrian will reveal their secret to us, if you release her from the dungeons.
Why is she in the dungeon?
I don't trust that creature, Aaron, and neither
Okay.
should you. We have done her no harm. If she was truly our ally, she would tell us what she knows.
Hadrian told us about the secret door beneath Castle Never. Without her, we would never have found the Source Stone.
And what good has that done, Aaron? That creature won't tell us anything about it. The Source Stone is as useless to us as the words of power.
Perhaps Hadrian will speak to our champion. She has spoken with them before.
Enough, Aaron. Now, if you want to speak to Hadrian, you are free to do so. But I will not release her from the dungeon while an enemy is within our city gates.
Okay.
Personally, I think this is all a waste of time. Words of power, the Source Stone, Hadrian. What good is this against Erebeth's army? Our fate is sealed. We are all doomed.
Well, you got old pretty fucking quick. What happened to the cocky bastard who was hunting a minotaur after forging his own fucking sword? Must have been left at the goddamn gate.
After all you have done for the city, the least I can do is answer your questions. Although Gend probably knows more than I do.
Actually, the least you can do is give me a belt of frost giant strength. You can have the money I got. I will take the belt. Okay, what's the news from the battle
The
lines?
reports are grim. In the initial assault, Luskan overwhelmed us with sheer numbers and the unbridled ferocity of their attack. The defenders were forced to fall back to the city core. Erebeth knew our defenses too well. We never stood a chance. My troops are loyal, but against such odds, there's little hope. It's only a matter of time until Castle Never itself falls.
Well, what if I can kill Erebeth and Malgrim?
It is too late for that, I fear. Our defenses are already broken. The damage has been done.
You couldn't muster a counterforce?
If Erebeth and Mogrim were both slain, there is a chance it might break the spirits of the Luskan invaders. But I wouldn't count on it. The Luskans attacked with a rage and ferocity I have never seen before. Some sinister force drives our enemies forward, or perhaps this is justice of a sort. Neverwinter may have brought this doom upon itself.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
The blood of Fenthic is on my hands.
Oh, Jesus.
After the plague, the mob cried for blood, and I gave it to them. Fenthic was guilty only of trusting Desta. He was no enemy of Neverwinter.
Well, that's true.
And yet I saw him hanged for failing to protect the city, as was his sworn duty. Can we really be so surprised Erebeth betrayed us after we executed her lover?
Yeah, well, you know what? The execution was wrong, but that's no reason for her to go all bitch mode.
That is what I tell myself over and over, but the words are hollow to my own ears.
Well, take the listening tube out and they wouldn't be so damn
I
hollow.
only wanted to do what was best for Neverwinter, to heal the wounds left by the Wailing Death. Yet even as I passed sentence on Fenthic, I knew in my heart it was wrong. This was not justice.
But you did it anyway.
Fenthic died to feed the city's lust for revenge. And now Neverwinter shall fall to an army that was raised to feed Erebeth's own vengeance. Perhaps that is justice.
Well, maybe you could actually do something.
I fear it is too late for that. Fenthic is dead and Erebeth... Perhaps if I were given the chance to pass judgment again, I would act differently, more mercifully. But I fear that chance shall never come. I must live with the burden of what I have done, as must my city. Neverwinter will fall.
Okay, other
Gend
questions.
can probably answer your questions better than I, but I'll help you if I can.
Okay, Source Stone.
When we first captured Hadrian, she said something about the Source Stone and secret chambers beneath Castle Never. She sounded half crazy, but I thought it was worth looking into.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I
did.
put Master Ford, Neverwinter's leading archaeological expert, in charge of the search. He unearthed a previously undiscovered chamber beneath the castle. Inside was an enormous crystalline boulder, the Source Stone. If you want to know more about it, you should speak with Master Ford.
Okay, where's his ass?
Since we discovered the Source Stone in the secret chambers beneath Castle Never, Master Ford has spent all his time studying it.
Okie doke.
You can go speak to him to see what he's discovered if you wish. though you might have more luck getting information from that creature Hadriline if you can get her to talk.
Well, she talks to me. We're butt buddies, man. So tell me about her.
We captured the lizard woman slinking around the city shortly after Luskan attacked. After Erebeth's betrayal, I'm not too trusting, so we are keeping her locked in a cell in a dungeon. She was hissing and babbling about Mogrim wanting the words of power and the Source Stone, but we couldn't get much else out of her. She's half mad, I fear, and doesn't seem to trust us. Gend seems to think she might trust you, though. You're free to speak with her in the dungeons if you wish.
Okay, where are the dungeons?
She's locked away in the castle dungeon. Just head south and down the stairs.
Okay, could you let her out?
I'm sorry, but I won't do that. Not while there's an enemy inside the city. She might be an ally, but it's just as likely she's a spy. Besides, we aren't doing her any harm, only keeping an eye on her. And if she has information to help us, she should be willing to share it whether we keep her in prison or not.
Okay, other
Gend
stuff.
can probably answer your questions better than I.
Okay, words of
I've
power.
given them to Master Ford, chief archaeologist of Neverwinter. He seems to think there's some link between the words and the Source Stone.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Initially, I hoped he could figure out how to unleash their power. But even as wise as Master Ford is, he hasn't been able to learn anything more about the words of power or the Source Stone.
Okay, other
Gend
things.
can probably answer.
Hadrian.
We captured the lizard woman. She was hit. She's half mad, I fear, and doesn't seem to trust.
Okay,
Gend
something else.
can probably answer your questions better than I. But I'll
Nope,
help
that's it.
once. I was an adventurer.
Blah, blah, blah. You're living in the past,
Were the
motherfucker.
situation not so desperate, I would call upon the court bards to sing you tales of my
No, I don't need to hear him. I saw the intro movie.
But I am long since retired. I am ruler of Neverwinter now, and my life is one of administrative duties and the delegation of responsibility. Hardly the stirring stuff of legends.
Yeah.
I miss those days of glory and heroism, but I gave them up to serve the city I love. Alas, my sacrifice was all in vain. Neverwinter will fall, and I can do nothing about it.
Okay.
Of course. But before you go, maybe Gend is right. Maybe you should go speak to this Hadriline creature.
Well, not that I wasn't going to do that anyway.
I doubt it will do much good, but maybe, just maybe, she knows something that can save us. We're desperate after all.
I bet she does, and she's not going to tell you because you're a prick.
Any important information you come across should be reported directly to Aaron Gend. I've placed him in charge of the defense of the city.
Good. I don't have to talk to you anymore, you fuck.
These are indeed dark times, though not so dark as Lord Nasher portrays them. The people of Neverwinter are made of sterner stuff than any of us imagine. But if Neverwinter is to survive, we must all play our part. My place is here by Lord Nasher's side. I must oversee every aspect of the defense of the city. And your own part is one you know all too well. You must save Neverwinter once more. Though how you might accomplish this, I cannot say. Perhaps the creature Hadriline knows something of this.
Questions?
I once knew every secret in this city. But these are turbulent times, and even I am left stumbling in the dark. Yet, I will tell you whatever I can.
Well, we'll start from the top. How about Hadriline?
She arrived here shortly after the third word of power was delivered to Castle Never. Lord Nasher suspected she was a spy, and had her imprisoned in the dungeons. After Erebeth's betrayal, he has grown overly cautious, and I fear it has made Hadriline mistrustful of us. She did tell us about the Source Stone beneath the castle, but nothing beyond that. Maybe you could try speaking to her. She trusts you, and I sense there's something important she's not telling us about the words of power and that Source Stone.
Well, can you get her out of the dungeon?
Lord Nasher would never consent to that, I'm afraid. Not while we are besieged by a hostile army.
I didn't ask what Lord Nasher was going to do. I asked you.
I doubt it would help in any case. She does not trust us, plain and simple. Perhaps because of Erebeth's actions, Hadriline fears everyone from Neverwinter is corruptible.
Okay, other
I'll
stuff.
do my best to help you.
He sounded really black there. Well, really southern, I guess. I do my best to help you. Words of power.
Lord Nasher gave them to Master Ford, Chief but
Yep.
Master Ford has not been able to learn anything more.
'Kay,
I'll do my best to help you.
Source
Hadriline
Stone.
told us about the Source Stone and secret door beneath Castle Never. As spy master, I'm embarrassed to admit, I never suspected there were hidden chambers beneath our dungeons before this. When we found the stone, Lord Nasher put Master Ford, Neverwinter's leading architect. But so far, the Source Stone has refused to give up its... I'll do my best to help you.
Battle lines?
Things have calmed since the initial onslaught. The defenders fell back to the city core, but I do not know how long we will be able to hold it. We are badly outnumbered, and Erebeth knew every inch of this city. All her knowledge is being used against us now.
Okay, anybody else that would help us?
The enforcements from the Lord's Alliance are on their way, but I do not know if we can hold out until they get here.
Well, what if I kill Erebeth and Mogram?
I doubt it would help. Erebeth has likely shared our every weakness with all her generals by now.
Well, what if I kill them too?
If Mogram were killed, it might break the enemy's spirit. Though in truth that also seems unlikely. Normally Luskan forces are but cowards and raiders. They hit and run. This time, however, something is different. Some sinister force drives our enemies forward.
Probably Mogram, the old one that's rising from the undeath or wherever she's been.
And there is a pall lingering in the air. A dark cloud hanging over all the defenders and driving them to despair.
What do you mean?
Surely you must feel it. There is a shadow over Neverwinter. A curse that drags down morale and inspires our enemy.
No.
Perhaps on some level. The people of Neverwinter feel they deserve to suffer. I know Lord Nasher feels such guilt at least, for what happened to Fenvic.
Uh-huh. Well, he could do something about it, but he doesn't seem to want to.
For all our sakes, I hope he is given that chance. Is there something else I might do for you? I'll do my best to help you.
Ask about Lord Nasher?
He was once a great adventurer, you know. I wish you could have known him then. A true hero in all.
I've seen the intro movie, people. Do you think I just skip over that stuff?
He is a different man now. Still a good man, but the bureaucracy and responsibility of leadership weigh heavily on him.
Uh-huh.
And now, in Neverwinter's darkest hour, I fear he has given in to complete despair. Erebeth's betrayal,
Bitch.
the guilt over Fenthic's execution, the
Puppy.
slaughter of his people. Sometimes the burden on Lord Nasher is too great. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, they say. There is little we can do for him, other than trying to save the city. Is there anything else?
Nope.
You should speak to Hadriline before you go.
Yeah.
Maybe she will tell you something about the Source Stone or the Words of Power. My instincts tell me that she is the key if Neverwinter is to be saved. And I have learned to trust my instincts.
Okay. Well, anything we can find in this room? Alright. Well. There we go. So tomorrow we're going to be investigating Castle Neverwinter. Probably talking to Hadriline, talking to Master Ford, and anybody else we can find. And we will be stealing all the shit. So I'll see you tomorrow. If you could drop a like, that would be great. And hope you have a good Thursday. Bye.